This video teaches the chord progression to the Miles Davis tune, Tune Up, using Barry Harris's sixth diminished chord system. Hello, I'm Pete Martin. If you would like to see more videos in this series, or other videos of mandolin, fiddle, improvisation, and other music subjects, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Because many concepts build on previous videos, if you are new to Barry's ideas, I suggest you go back and start with video number 1 in this series. There's a PDF file that goes with this video, so find this by going to petemartin.info, click Videos, and scroll down to the Barry Harris for Jazz Mandolin series. In episode 14 of this series, we looked at some soloing ideas on tune-up. Find that video on the website at the same place you found the PDF file. Here we will look into some chording possibilities. In example 1, we see the chord progression of the first 12 measures of tune-up. I didn't write out the last 4 measures as they just repeat the first 4 measures. Pause the video now and look at example 1. The chord progression is 2-5-1 in 3 keys: D major, C major, and B flat major. This is followed by 1 measure of E flat major 7. Let's look at a set of chords that we will use for the 2-5-1 in D major. We will use a G6 voicing for E minor 7, a D minor 6 voicing for A7, and then an A6 to D6 voicings for D major 7. Remember, this is what Barry Harris calls 6th on the 5th, which we saw in episode 33. See this in example 2. We can take these same voicings and move them through the entire progression. The exception is the last 2 measures where we go from B flat major 7 to E flat major 7. See this in example 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel free to comp with more of a swing time. Right there, I just pretty much did it on the first beat of each measure, and that's the way I wrote it in the PDF. But feel free to put more of a swing rhythm in, such as something like this: 2, 3, 4. If you find the information in this video useful, I ask that you consider supporting my Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/PeteMartin. For about the price of a cup of coffee, $3 per month, you support the making of videos, instruction articles, and transcriptions for mandolin, fiddle, and improvisation. Thank you for considering this. In example 4, we look at adding more movement to the 2-5-1 in the key of D. For the E minor 7 chord, we play up the G6 diminished scale. When I get to A7, I use an E minor 6 voicing and borrow the F sharp note on top. Then I move down to a B flat, diminished voicing, one of the 4 related dominants of A7. For D major 7, I use one of my favorite moves. I have a D6 voicing where I've borrowed the top and bottom notes from the higher diminished, the notes E and C sharp respectively. I go down in half steps until I find the original D6 voicing from which I borrowed these notes. In the last measure, I use an A6, which is once again the 6th on the 5th, and resolve to a D6 voicing where I borrow the C sharp note. This makes a D major 7 chord. So learn example 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. My website, petemartin.info, has videos, instruction articles, transcriptions, information about lessons, plus 13 instruction books I've written for mandolin, fiddle, and improvising. Also, feel free to email any questions or suggestions. Example 5 has another example of how to play this 2-5-1. I am borrowing and resolving on G6 diminished, then playing a B flat minor 6 voicings, which is the tritones minor, for A7, then resolving to D using a voicing discussed in the last example. Play example 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your assignment is to find several other ways to play this progression using ideas we have learned in videos 28 through 39. When you can do this all in several keys comfortably, move on to the next video. If you have questions or suggestions, please use the comment section below or email me. Click like and be sure to subscribe to my channel and visit my website, petemartin.info. I'm Pete Martin. Thanks for watching.